After the housing meeting, my roommate was on her best behavior for about a week. No random guests, no loud late-night conversations, no missing food for the first time all semester. I thought maybe things were finally getting better. I was wrong. One Friday night, I came back from dinner and immediately knew something was off. There were voices coming from our room. A lot of voices. When I opened the door, there were 5 people hanging out inside. The problem? My roommate wasn't even there. She had apparently given a group of her friends access to our room while she was somewhere else on campus. At that point, I was beyond frustrated. I left and immediately contacted housing. The next morning, I was called into another meeting. This time, housing had already received reports from multiple students on our floor. Apparently, the noise had gone on for hours and several people had complained. When my roommate arrived, she tried to argue that they were just friends. Then the resident director asked a simple question. If they were your guests, why weren't you there? The room got very quiet. For the first time all year, she didn't have an answer. A few days later, housing informed us that she would be moved to a different building. Honestly, I couldn't believe it. After months of dealing with missing food, disappearing drinks, strangers in our room, sleepless nights, and random people using my stuff, it was finally over. The day she moved out felt like a holiday. The craziest part happened afterward. People on my floor started coming up to me and telling me their own stories about her. One person said she'd borrowed their charger and never returned it. Another said she'd eaten food out of their mini fridge. Someone else told me she'd invited complete strangers into study lounges late at night. Apparently, I wasn't the only one dealing with it. I was just the person unlucky enough to share a room with her. The rest of the semester was peaceful. I could study when I wanted. I could sleep through the night. And I no longer had to wonder if I'd come back to find another stranger sitting in my room. To this day, whenever someone tells me they're excited about meeting their college roommate, I always tell them the same thing. You don't really know your roommate. You only know the version of them you met on move-in day. Follow for more Campus Lore Archive stories.